All right, we are back, and here we go with the picks and bans of League of Legends of UL versus LSU.
And never mind.
Never mind.
Oh, they weren't in tournament order. That's why.
Oh, okay. They were not in LCS order, tournament order, whatever. All right, take two on picks and bans. And right out the gate, UL has banned Thresh. Arguably one of the most sought after, I guess you could say, or more utility picks as far as supports goes. A lot of crowd control, a lot of utility. Twisted Fate, the side of LSU. I don't know that Insanity plays a whole lot of Twisted Fate, but
no. The Victor band coming out
Victor got some very good adjustments in the 9.20 patch that just dropped a few days ago. They readjusted how his the stun worked on his well, not necessarily I guess the stun worked on his evolved gravity field. Now when gravity field is evolved, it no longer acts as like a vortex once the stun procs. You know how it used to.
Yeah.
It used to pull everybody towards the center. It doesn't do that anymore. Now it applies the slow to his other on-hit abilities.
Interesting.
Which it doesn't. If I remember correctly, it doesn't work on each tick of his ultimate.
Correct.
Just the initial one. But that's a lot of crowd control. That's a lot of that's perma slow basically.
Right.
If you're doing it right.
Now I see they banned Trindamere here. Isn't that one of the one tricks of one of the LSU players here? Right?
Yes, LSU's top lane I believe is a Trindamere one trick.
And then what is this Garen ban coming out here? Because I'm very out of the loop with League of Legends.
Well, Garen's been very popular as bot lane with Yuumi. Believe it or not, Yuumi, one of the newer support champions that just came out in the last handful of patches. Garen Yuumi, I don't know who it was that figured it out, but it was surprisingly strong.
It's probably the Koreans, let's be real. Hey, the Koreans are the meta builders, dude.
Stop. But a Shaco first pick. Shaco got some interesting adjustments too. He's more AP now, and his boxes fire in an AOE. The boxes are no longer a single target hit.
Oh my!
They fire in an AOE.
Jesus.
and they put more scaling on AP for his abilities. They kind of tweak the way his backstab works. Um, and his ultimate. So normally when the clone for his ultimate would die, and they would put those 3 boxes down,
Yeah.
there would be a 2-second delay before they were quote unquote active.
Interesting.
Now they're active immediately.
Jesus.
So Shaco got a lot of love,
Now
and so
both.
it's interesting to see him.
What I can comment on is definitely both bot lanes here are very strong picks coming out on both teams. I mean,
Yeah, that's
Zaya Rakan is just strong together, just in general. I mean, Rakan is just really strong, and then Pyke as well. I just see Pyke and Rakan are just one of the stronger supports I've seen while watching this game.
yeah.
Granted, like I said, I've been out of this game for a while, but from the games I have seen, Pyke and Rakan are really, really strong.
Azir ban and Jax ban. Jax is such a ridiculously strong champion. He's so snowbally. If he falls behind early, then yeah, he can be difficult to play. But Jax is just a really strong champion in general. Vladimir. Oh, bruh, I hate Vladimir. Vladimir's heals are ridiculous.
Orianna pick coming out.
That's interesting. I know Linsanity can play or has played Orianna before, but Orianna's a very safe pick.
Mhm.
You don't need to do a whole lot as Orianna in the early game to still be relevant late game. A good shockwave especially in the late game when things teeter on a single team fight, a single Orianna shockwave
Yeah,
can
and
win a game for you
right, and
if
I
it's
mean,
utilized correctly.
and especially since they're utilizing the Shaco delivery system they've got going on right here. I mean, Shaco just
Yeah.
literally just goes invisible into your enemy team, and then they just send the orb, the ball, straight to that Shaco and just
Mhm.
alt sucks in, and that should be a one fight pretty much, depending on who you pick, obviously.
They are fairly squishy though. I'm noticing that. We'll see what LSU picks for the top lane. UL goes with Gangplank. I don't think Gangplank really had much change recently, but Gangplank is always strong. Just the the percent armor penetration that Gangplank gets on the barrels in the late game. It makes almost any tank irrelevant.
Oh, yeah, I like the Aatrox pick.
Aatrox.
I love Aatrox.
Aatrox has got some durability. He's not the most tanky champion, but then again, neither team has a true tank.
Yeah. I mean, obviously your front line's going to be that Echo coming out with Pike coming in the back, for the backup. But
Yeah, Gangplank gets a little bit of durability eventually.
yeah, but definitely should not be front lining, obviously.
No.
But coming out of both teams, definitely the one shot potential coming from UL's roster is pretty good. I mean, you have Gangplank can virtually one shot if he gets fed. Echo can, if he gets fed as well, can one shot somebody on an ADC basically,
Yeah,
and then
a lot of
Syndra's
bursty champions.
Yeah, they definitely have the burst coming out on their team, and then um, LSU definitely built for a team comp setting. I mean, you have the delivery system from the Shaco Orianna, and then you have the initiation of the Aatrox as well if the Shaco delivery system does not work. Same with Rakan. I mean, Rakan and Aatrox can initiate extremely well out of the champions they have.
Now, for those watching on the stream, and also for everybody here, there will be a 3-minute delay. That's not something that we can control. That's just how Riot has set up their spectator mode, I guess you could say. What was that bring?
That was his stream.
Oh. But let's talk about the games that have happened so far. I gotta say that I thought we were really gonna pull it back with CS:GO. LSU kind of got ahead. What it was like 6 or 7 rounds in a row they won on
Mhm.
CS:GO, and we ended up closing the gap a bit. But there was some really good back and forth matches with that, and Siege was really exciting too.
Yeah,
That was very well done.
Siege was really close. I mean, the thing is, you have a strong roster coming out on both teams. Honestly, I know LSU has always had a very good Siege team, but definitely UL's picked it up this year by securing, you know, a diamond player that's ranked very high compared to the rest of their players. I mean, he's definitely came in clutch. Fantastic, definitely did. Fantastic, I should say. He definitely did really well. Definitely clutched out the very last win for match point. LSU was coming back a little bit. I will give them credit. They did come back a little bit, doing pretty well.
They made
Um,
it a game.
yeah, they did make it a really good game to watch. It wasn't a washout.
All
Def-
right. So just with 30 seconds to go, Cody, you were the previous captain of UL's Overwatch team. So now that you have left them behind and have graduated, what are your opinions on the Overwatch going forward?
Um, I have a lot of faith in our Overwatch team. I mean, they have definitely showed themselves up from when we first started. Our roster has definitely evolved a lot, but they definitely are a very strong team. I mean, they've showed up at different lands that we've gone to, HuFest, Mississippi State, even in the TESPA matches. I mean, they are definitely shaping up to be a very strong team, and I'm very proud of how much they've done. And I'm looking forward to see how they go this year's TESPA, because this is going to be a very good TESPA year for our guys, due to the fact that there's a lot more teams involved in TESPA, um, and that it's a whole new meta with this whole roll-lock system of the 2-2-2 comp coming out. It's no longer just 3 tanks swinging at each other and 3 supports swinging at each other. So I'm down. I'm definitely excited to see where they go from here.
All right. So as we're getting into the loading screens now, keep in mind this is 3 minutes behind what is actually going on in the game. Issue with the matching Star Guardian skins on.
Oh, the bot lane, yeah,
Yeah.
the bot lane synergy.
Oh, but Kimchiro with the solo non-skin though. Report no skins.
And we're at an automatic pause in the beginning.
Yeah, we were having some ping issues earlier, so if there are pauses in the match, it's because there's random ping spikes going on, and the pause is just to wait for it to calm down. So here we go. We're going back in 2-1. Let's go.
A little bit.
Like, yeah, that's good. All right, so both teams are going towards the same spot. Oh boy, here we go. Not going with the traditional 5-point passive protection type of stance. Looks like UL's going for the invade. They don't know that LSU is all in the same bush.
And we got
Echo goes down. Pike is going down, and
well.
LSU picks up 2 kills right out of the gate before even 1 minute. Not very good start for our
Yeah, I think
UL.
definitely they needed to send something into that bush. Drop a Cinder Q or something else.
That's really, really going to be tough for Gangplank to come back from, because Aatrox is going to start with the very first minion wave with a longsword advantage, as well as in the bottom lane with Xayah, a longsword advantage. That's going to be really tough for UL to come back from.
Yeah. Yeah, they're basically 1K gold up right now. Oh, I guess another
pause
ping
for pink spikes. And here we go.
Now, looking at both of these teams' rosters, which lane would we want? You know, what is each lane that needs to be focused on? By their junglers, by their representative junglers. Like, would you, if you're UL, what lane would you want the jungler to sit and camp the whole time? Would it be that Gangplank or that Syndra? Because I think those are your two big carry picks from the Cajun roster.
Gangplank can farm relatively safely with barrels and parlay is Q. So I don't know that Gangplank's going to need a whole lot of attention. So I would say either mid or bot lane, honestly, just because the Xayah Rakan is such a strong lane. I feel like Samurai is going to need to give significant amount of pressure to help UL's bot lane get ahead. And then Syndra is also a very, very powerful champion if she gets ahead early. I mean, just press R, do tons of damage.
Yeah, and looks like we have an invade here coming out from the Shaco jungle here. We get a flash coming out from Echo. Not able to get anything now. Shaco is going to steal this blue buff from UL's jungler here.
That's the thing about Shaco is that he can invade so safely because he can use his invisibility over a wall and just kind of scout around without being detected.
And we got a character shot coming out here on the Xayah here, but getting a nice little back off here. Looks like Shaco's coming in as well on Linsanity here.
Yeah.
And Linsanity should be able to get out of here.
Yeah, but he's out of mana. If Shaco could have kept going, but they didn't have any vision in UL's jungle, so unsure of where Echo would have gone after that immediate recall. I think that's understandable for him to not chase it.
Yeah. LSU Shaco is definitely putting in a lot of work onto the Cajuns, right now, putting a lot of pressure on just about every lane right now. And looks like he's on this bot side going to get this scuttle crab.
Ahead. He's only a handful of CS ahead at this point. So it's not a tremendous amount. Linsanity is really running though. He needs to... I don't know if that's just him constantly being pushed under tower, which if that's the case... Orianna's fairly mana hungry herself, so I'm not sure how she's not running out of mana herself. A good Pyke grab right there.
Not able to get much out.
But Pyke is still going to fall.
And
here comes Shaco.
as well.
UL needs to back up. Shaco's coming in.
Yeah, it looks like not able to get anything out of this.
Insanity is just... He's reduced to farming with auto attacks at this point because Orianna is just keeping so much pressure on him. It's bad for him to recall to regain all of his mana because he's going to lose so much CS.
Yeah, let's see.
Gangplank's behind a fair bit of CS at this point too, but that could be attributed to the invade kill, or counter invade kill, I guess you could say, that Aatrox got. That longsword really gave him a big advantage against a Gangplank that just starts with a corrupting potion. He doesn't get any offensive stats from that.
Yeah, and currently that gold deficit right now is very noticeable right now. We're at a 2k gold deficit on the Cajun side.
5 minutes, that's significant.
Yeah, it's very big. Right now, Cajuns, I would think, we need to kind of play it safe, take a little bit of farm, and take some, smart plays, coming into this. Just get what they can, get some out of position fights, getting catches, basically.
I think the biggest thing is going to be if they need to get some deep vision on LSU's Shaco on boss feeds, because the Shaco is the one that's causing all the disruptions right now. And
oh man,
unfortunate right there.
Yeah, I wonder. I don't think he had enough mana for his.
He might not have been paying attention either. That's not, you don't normally expect Shaco to pop out right there, but UL needs to start showing a bit more respect to the aggressiveness of this Shaco.
Yeah, definitely.
Because he has this advantage, he has this pressure, and he knows it, and he's going to keep using it. UL needs to make sure they get plenty of vision so they can see him coming and react accordingly. So looking at our CS right now, Insanity is up by 17. That's a lot considering that he was for so long. He was out of mana for such a long time.
Yeah.
And it looked like he was getting pushed under turret more, but he's still ahead in form. That's really good. Top lane is suffering quite a bit in the CS side. Gold difference here, quite a bit. 1,100 in the top lane. 600 in jungle is not a whole lot. 300 advantage for UL in the mid lane, but that's only because Orianna got the 2 assists in the very beginning.
And a very big difference.
Very 800. Well, the biggest gold difference right now is in top lane. 1,100 gold. That's really good. Aatrox early on, if he gets a good gold lead, can really carry a game. Aatrox does a lot of damage.
Yeah.
But he still hasn't recalled to buy yet, and we had a little hiccup right there. We're good.
Yeah, no, we're good. Yeah, and it looks like LSU has spotted the Echo here. I don't know if he looks like he's just trying to get farm out right now, and maybe possibly come back for another for a gank at some point. Meanwhile, Shaco is on the top side of the map getting his Raptors.
But looking at the vision overall, I mean, LSU's got vision all along the river. You can see the pink ward in the river bush in bot lane. There's a pink ward in the micro bush on the bottom side of river, and then a few standard wards just along the way in the top side.
Yeah, LSU's vision is very strong. UL definitely needs to start getting some deep vision, like you said earlier, because that gives you the advantage to know where that Shaco is.
Bit of a risky pull there by Pyke. That could have gone south for him very quickly. Shaco's in the top lane looking to make something happen again.
It looks like we got a gank coming in that top lane right now. Little King R indeed is able to get out of it pretty well.
Shaco is still up here, though. He needs... Oh, he's in. The barrel is not going to get detonated. Still good. Ooh, hold up. Is it going to be enough? No, not quite.
Not quite.
Oh, but here
we got
comes Samurai.
Oh, it does get the kill right here.
On Shaco. Well done by Samurai. And he's going to go in to try and finish off the
Aatrox. Do get a flash on the Aatrox here
flashes.
as well. We still got that red buff ticking, so we might be able to get something out of this. Aatrox does not have flash here. They might be able to get something.
Oh, but is he going to get the Gangplank? He's not quite. Gangplank gets away with just a smidgen of health. He needs to not keep going in.
Yeah, and then he would Insanity's here to mop up.
That is a lot of healing from Aatrox.
Yeah, they looks like they might not be able to get this here.
Syndra does not have ore. Echo does not have ore. He's not 6 yet. Gangplank does not have ultimate.
Oh,
there we go. Securing the kill.
Was
that
a little
very
slow.
Close.
Yeah, a little slow there, but I mean, at least they're able to pick something up here.
Very well done by UL with...
Oh, we're under tower here.
A nice little pull right there by Pyke. Try and get some turret shots, but well done by Rakan by not...
Oh, and overstaying, man.
A bit overstaying by this Gangplank. Always got to be aware of that Shaco. That's like we were talking earlier. UL needs better vision control because Shaco is just going to continue to apply this kind of pressure and catch people out.
Now it's up to his bot lane here to kind of get some, pressure down here if they can able to shut down that Xayah.
2 turret plating. That's adding up to a lot of gold.
And where are we?
So now we're at 1,000 gold difference between the ADCs, 20 CS difference, 2 kills on the Xayah. The Xayah is going to be very strong when her next recall. She's sitting at 1,600 gold right now, so she can get another BF. Or I'm not the ADC guy, so I'm not entirely sure what the meta build is for Xayah. But Kai'Sa has a pickaxe, which I know she would normally go for a mana immune, and here comes Shaco again, but he's spotted out by the pink ward, so that's good. Good job by UL to have that kind of defensive ward to catch out the Shaco. Some simple little trades here going on. Shaco is causing a whole lot of chaos and is not letting UL play.
And mid lane looks like we got something going on here as well. Bot lane is rotating to mid lane right now currently. And it looks like they're going to back out of this. UL does know that their bot lane is rotating. Currently, actually, they're getting Dragon right now, but it is good for them to get out of that. Because if they would have kept that pressure up, it would not have been good for them. It's about to go directed.
Yeah, you just double tap D to switch directly. So a Mountain Drake for LSU at 10.5 minutes. It's going to give them extra damage on objectives such as towers or dragons in the Baron. I think it's still on dragon and Baron as well.
And what's our next dragon coming up as well? Do we
next dragon coming up is going to be? Are we gonna? We don't have timers on that.
Yeah, I remember seeing them before, but I don't know where.
Well, it would if you're in game, holding tab would show all of the timers, but I don't know if objective timers.
Oh, it's bottom right now. We got it up.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, look at all that. Okay, and the buffs as well. Okay, so Ocean Drake is going to be next.
There we go.
And that's going to be. I feel like Ocean Drake is really good. More for UL because there's more caster-based champions on UL side, and so that regeneration from Ocean Drake would really help them out.
Now we do have a full completed item coming out on the Xayah in this bot lane.
Oh, we have Essence Reaver first. Okay.
Yeah.
And Kaisa with the double pickaxe is this? I'm curious if this is intentional or maybe an accident. There's an interesting. A double pickaxe and the cull. Interesting itemization.
We do have an engagement over the bot lane here, but it's not going to be enough
here in the bot lane.
Yeah, but Rakan's just able to get out, real easy there. They need a lot of CC to be able to even catch Rakan out, because he can just jump out.
Yeah. Up here in the top lane, Aatrox asserting that dominance, has a significant gold lead. Is going to get some tower plating here that's just going to extend that more. Bot lane's roaming around, going to get some more vision control. That's been so key in them maintaining this lead. The lead's not as bad now at 12, almost 13 minutes. It's still about a 2k gold lead, so everything's pretty much maintained, or everything's the same. Every little bit that LSU gets, UL answers, and has not let LSU run away with it. I think a big thing that needs to happen, though, is I haven't noticed Echo show a whole lot in the bottom lane. And Xayah has a 200 gold bounty. If they can get that on the Kaisa, that would be a significant gain for them. But here comes Rakan with the engage. Going to take a couple turret shots and some trickings happening, but UL is getting very low. Rakan is so very low, but Xayah is just standing out in front and is going to deter UL from trying to sneak away that kill. Pyke is getting low too now. He needs to be very careful about how close he gets. Xayah can burst people pretty good.
Now Orianna is roaming down towards the bot side here. They need looks like
UL go for a dive.
Yeah, UL needs to quickly back out of here.
Especially because that tower is really low. This next minion wave, that tower is going to fall, and UL needs to abandon it or they'll fall under it. We just hit the 14-minute mark, so that means all the turret plating is gone, but LSU got almost all of it in the bottom lane and is going to get first tower. That's a tremendous gold lead. 1,500 gold difference between the two ADCs. Mid lane, still gold advantage is still on Insanity and UL. Still only a 600 gold lead on LSU's jungler. And
top size 1,100.
Yeah, 1,200. So it's about the same. About the same gold lead in the top.
And we do have a completed item coming out of the Syndra here as well. I didn't see that. Luden's Echo. Pretty strong item for Syndra. Definitely one of those pop items.
Both junglers have completed an item, but Shaco has completed his level 2 boots as well. So that's going to make the new AP assassin even more deadly. Aatrox still hasn't bought boots yet, though. I'm wondering if he just forgot. Neither did Orianna.
And we do have lane swaps coming out currently from LSU side.
Yeah, that's a good call. They, I mean, well, is it though? Because Dragon's up in 7 seconds. Oh, they're gonna go for Shelly, Rift Herald.
Now we do have
here, the Xayah ultimate. They're going hard on Aatrox here. Are they going to get him? Oh, and Pike falls. Aatrox is just too strong right now. Where did those missiles go? Why?
Yeah.
Why did that was
I don't
weird.
know.
What was that?
Flash engage coming out on the top lane here. Gameplay is most likely going to
big trouble. He's got 3 up there with him. He's surviving a long time, but is going to end up falling. And here goes Linsana. Oh
my!
No, the Orianna shield just saves him.
Twice. That is, man.
So close. LSU is escaping these team fights with just the smallest amount of health alive.
Oh,
but here goes Echo in on the Aatrox, who didn't have
yep.
flash. He didn't have anything available. Secures the kill, but at what cost? That's going to be 2 towers down in the top lane.
Yeah, that is a lot of gold coming in for LSU's pockets right here.
Right. Rift Herald did a lot of work right there.
Looks like Cajuns might be able to get a tower here in the mid lane at least.
Yeah,
kind of make up some of the gold difference, but not much.
They need to get vision around the dragon, though, because they definitely need to get that dragon. LSU's objective control is what's giving them the lead right now.
Yeah, definitely.
UL needs to get vision on this dragon and get ready to make a play for it. Gangplank has TP available, so he can join in the fight. Gangplank needs to be going top lane. Well,
yeah.
and his ultimate's not even halfway off a cooldown yet, but he does have TP. I think Gangplank should be going top while the rest of the team goes for the dragon because LSU is already on it, setting up for it.
Yeah, and Gangplank needs some farm because he is very, very behind. Yeah, it looks like LSU is going to get this dragon uncontested. Oh, we have
Aatrox going in on the Kai'Sa.
Oh, and not able to get out. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, the big juke's coming out. That was...
What? He broke his ankles. Looks like Echo's going in to try and gank on Orianna in the bot lane. Oh, she's gonna...
Oh.
He didn't jump on that fast enough. He might not have had vision of her, though. So the next dragon up is Infernal, and that would put LSU so much further ahead.
Oh, definitely.
Would really almost solidify the victory for them if they get the Infernal Drake on top of their already commanding lead that they have. But here goes UL going in hard.
And getting
He's gonna
that
pop
Xayah.
Xayah.
And they get that shutdown gold that they needed. And it got on a Kai'Sa as well, so that is some gold that she needs. And what are we looking at here now with catching up?
Still a 1,400 gold difference, though, on ADCs. Even after shutdown. But UL's looking to make it more here. Looks like Shaco's caught out a little bit, but oh my god, that AP burst damage on the new Shake. Hold up, here we go. UL is starting to turn it around.
Yeah, they're
definitely just caught out. He's all by himself, but he still might get a kill. No, he does not.
Nice. Cages are definitely bringing this back by getting those picks that I said that they need to get. If they can get these people out of position, this is what they need, 100%.
And that puts them right back in the game with a goal difference now only 1,500.
Yes.
That's really good plays right there by UL, making it a game.
This is definitely
now
what they need.
Now it's exciting.
And we do have that Triforce coming out of the Gangplank here, and this is his item that he needed, 100%.
Big boy burst damage now from the Gangplank. You could be looking for those barrels to do tons of damage.
And junglers even got the same items as well.
Yeah, both junglers have the exact same items, but I mean, they're both AP assassins, so you would expect this.
Right, it's just gold, you know, looking at gold-wise, I mean, they're pretty even.
Oh, and I like that coming out of Linsanity on the Syndra. He's got the 2 needlessly large rods, so he's going for the Rabadon's death cap. big
So
boy
big
AP
power
damage.
spike.
Oh, here, Gangplank Ultimate
big.
coming down.
It looks like
UL
we're getting
collapsing on
Oh,
LSU is going to
this is
secure
what-
the recon kill.
This is what I was talking about. UL is getting those picks that they need to get back in this game.
Yeah, they have the damage. They need to just, when they see an opportunity, pull the trigger, go at it.
Yeah.
I think they might have been playing a little too timid at first, but then again, early on, the Shaco was causing a lot of disruption with the jungle invades.
And you would think, though, with the amount of towers that they have lost,
here goes
let's
Shaco
see what we got
again.
going on here. Does get a nice stun off,
but
but
stun.
it's good. Yeah.
But they get away, everything's okay.
You
So
know,
you were saying?
Yeah, as I was saying, expecting that LSU was able to get all these towers, I mean, the mid lane, the top lane, and the bot lane, the Shaco would have more jungle pressure, but he has been falling off on his pressure.
He has. He didn't keep up the pressure.
Oh, I'm sorry, they still do have their mid lane tower. Excuse me.
Yeah, but LSU is still up by 2 towers. We're even on kills, but those 2 dragons are gonna. It still gives them a good gold advantage or a good, stat advantage. Gangplank's getting kind of low here, but he's still willing to trade. Gangplank does a lot of damage, but Aatrox does more.
Yeah.
Gangplank's really gonna have to land some good barrels if he wants to win a 1v1 at this point with the Aatrox. Fighting over vision control over here in the topside river.
Oh.
Pike is looking for a grab. That Syndra stun would have been really good.
Oh, we might have... Oh, that's a lot of damage, man.
Yeah,
That's
what I was telling you. They really... AP is now legit. It's no longer a meme build. If you're going AP Shaco, it's normal now. It's meta.
it looks
Oh,
like
that Syndra stun just fell short.
Yeah, I would not seek an engage here.
Well, Syndra's full health has blue buff and all her mana. She has all... Oh, the recon ultimate misses, but the shockwave comes in and mops up anyway. With a double kill on LSU.
Definitely not the play they wanted to make there. And I think LSU is gonna go for the Baron play. Yeah, it's definitely the play UL did not need to make.
Baron's down to half, but UL is trying to contest it. It looks like
Oh!
Samurai is getting
We
caught
got Tony
out.
coming in from the side
Tony
flanks
gets
here.
the flank.
Let's see, can Tony pick up the Orianna here as well? And he looks like he's gonna get him real low.
Orianna's getting really
Oh,
low.
and he does get him down. Let's go.
Good play by UL to contest that Baron and force off LSU. And they have to abandon the Baron now, but UL is now pinging Dragon.
And we are even in gold right now. They have caught up.
Hey.
Let's see, what are the gold differences in the lanes here we've got going on? Oh, my. Oh, good heal coming out. Oh,
no, that
and then,
AP, that dagger is so...
Yeah.
Whew. That AP burst.
Oh, they might be able to catch the Shaco here.
Can he grab? Just misses the pull over the wall. So close. Shaco is still there. He pops the ultimate.
And Aatrox is coming in. Oh, and Rakan is there as well.
I think UL starting this a little early. The rest of the team has not quite gotten there. Gangplank is not going to be able to get over this. Oh, no, he has flash. Okay.
Yeah, he does have flash.
And Echo goes in.
Oh, nice top watch coming out from the Shaco here.
And down goes Shaco. Good kill by UL, but Aatrox is in here to really lay down some hurt.
I'm not going to lie, there's so much going on. I don't know what's going on.
Echo's getting really low, but he ults to stay alive. Pike is getting chased down by Aatrox and dies. Here comes Rakan. He misses the knockup.
They do get the fire
Shaco
drake.
gets the kill, the dragon kill. UL secures the dragon, but they lose 2 in the process to LSU's 1. Gangplank is getting low, but gets out. LSU is, again, a lot of their players are really, really low. That seems to be the theme. That LSU is escaping these fights, as I said earlier.
It's getting to their teeth.
Ooh, it's so close. These team fights are so close and chaotic.
Yeah. And like I said, that was a chaotic fight. There was so much going on. Look, I haven't played this game forever. That was a lot going on.
But the big thing right there is, yes, it cost 2 kills. LSU got 2 kills out of UL, but UL got the fire drake. So I'd say that evens out with the damage spike that it gives an all-damage team. That Infernal Drake is really good. Kai'Sa's now working on her 3rd item. She's got the Mana Mune. It's not completely stacked up yet. With the Rage Blade, Kai'Sa is powerful right now. But then again, so is Xayah. She's got Essence Reaver and Infinity Edge. And Azeel making her way, I believe, to Phantom Dancer is what she would go for next. Orianna's got Mercury Tread. She went for the defensive option on boots. But I guess against a super burst team like like UL has. Like I guess she needs the extra bit, but she has a shield that would work well.
Let's see what fight we got going on over here. Now, Gangplank does not have his teleport, and he is bot lane, and neither is Aatrox, but Aatrox is making his way top side right now.
LSU is pinging the Baron, but they haven't quite made it over there yet.
When are they going to pick the Zaya? And
here
yes, they're going to pick Kai'Sa
really
here as well.
Going to pop the Kai'Sa.
Yeah, not what UL needs right here.
Gangplank ultimate was not enough to deter the LSU dive. So with the ADC down, LSU might look to Baron now. Shaco's going in hard up here. This is good for UL. Pyke is caught out. Pyke and Gangplank and Pyke and Echo are caught out. This is not a good situation. Samurai falls. And with the jungler down, LSU is almost certainly going to go for the Baron. Gangplank and Syndra trying to make something happen, but Gangplank goes down very quickly. At this point, LSU is just way too strong. This time Baron should be uncontested.
Oh, big pick on Insanity here.
Out right there.
I think LSU is going to take it home right here because with the
40-second,
push, yeah, the 40-second death timer on the Syndra right here, it's not looking good.
A lot of damage popped to the Shaco right there from Kai'Sa. Kai'Sa's now 3 items, so she's doing a lot of damage. She just needs the time to do it, but both teams are so bursty. Kai'Sa doesn't have the time to do all the damage. Rakan goes in with the shockwave to follow up. That wombo combo is really, really strong. And this is probably going to be it for UL. LSU should just run through the rest of the base at this point with Baron buff up.
Yeah, and it looks like LSU are going to just take it home right here. Yeah, and it looks like LSU will be taking home the SwampLAN series, but we do have one game left to at least put out a score for both teams. That way, when comes next semester for Tigerland, UL does have a chance to take back that trophy, you know.
That gumbo pot trophy.
Yeah, that gumbo pot trophy. So we're going to, see how this goes. So next game is Overwatch. Hopefully they can, close the gap, make it a 3-2 instead of a 4-1, Let's see how my Overwatch boys do. I have a lot of faith in them, so let's see how it goes.
So what do you think UL could have done differently to...
Oh, dude,
I think one of the biggest things was the vision control early.
Yeah, that is
the Shaco had way too much free roam in the jungle, and caused a lot of chaos on UL side.
Right.
So vision control was something that can be improved on.
Yeah.
I think that just put them behind too far, and they played catch up the whole time.
Yeah. No, I agree.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take a break, let Overwatch set up, and we'll be back shortly.